Hola from the West Side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and it is time for Not So Random Chat. So go grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever your libation is tonight, and let's start to talk about whatever we want to. I'll be right with you guys. Ooh, 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 Hola from the West Side. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a great week. There is still a large fire going on here in the West in Northern California. The Dixie Fire. And right now it is the largest fire in California history. And, that's saying something because I thought, that fire a couple of years ago in Paradise the largest, but, this one has surpassed it. And it's looking like they have a person who is responsible, who's been going around setting fires around the area in Northern California where the Dixie Fire is. Now let me say, if you're on the replay crew, please smash that like button. And let me just do a little housekeeping. I haven't done this in a minute, so I'm going to share myself out. I don't normally, I haven't shared myself out when I'm on live in a while. I know there's a lot going on, so let me just come through for the chill chat. Chill stream. Namaste. Let me see, what's the namaste one? Yeah, there we go. Namaste. Namaste. So I put that out there. But that's unfortunate in regards to this person who's starting fires in Northern California. And yesterday, PG&E thought that they may have been responsible for it. I'm happy that the electric company is not responsible for it, but I'm sad that we have someone in Northern California who is an arsonist and is purposely, starting fires in the hopes that they'll become one big fire. So that's kind of disheartening. And I guess fire season, even though, fire season officially starts in July, normally we don't get fires of this magnitude this early in the season. But it's been very hot lately across the state of California. And, with the events that have happened within the last year, we also have not had a lot of rain for the last couple of years in California. It's funny that we got to a point where we finally were in the clear as far as our water. And now within a couple years, it's like we're right back to square one because the weather is not cooperating. So, you know, that's one of the, I guess, downsides of living in California is, you know, having to deal with the fire danger in certain parts of the state, and then also having to deal with the water issues that we seem to keep having, even though we're right on an ocean, you know, and which begs you to wonder if, considering that the planet is majority water, and so are we, and we, you know, if we don't have anything else, we've got to have water. It seems that at some point we would have figured out how to turn salt water into drinkable water. But either we haven't, or we don't want the people to know that that's happened, because obviously we can't drink ocean water and stay alive. But there has got to be a way, because you know that there's droughts in all parts of the world, and there's got to be a way to, number one, irrigate the areas that are desert barren, and to turn water that's not drinking water into drinking water. It's just a thought. Now, I did put up, I've been putting up my daily thoughts, you guys, so I hope that people, you know, are getting a chance to listen to those. Since I'm putting them up every day, hopefully by next year, there'll be 365 of them, so that, you know, there'll be one that people can listen to every day. And I did put them into a playlist, so as I'm uploading them, they are in a playlist, so that if someone just wants to listen to just those, they can just play those themselves. Now today, what I put out in my daily thoughts was knowing your value. It's about a 7-minute video that I did. I did list some sources in the description, you know, that people can go and take a look at for further information, because, you know, these are my thoughts based on what I know personally, and also from things that I have researched and read. But in regards to knowing your value, I thought that that was a really, really important one, because I believe that there are a large number of people in this world who are undervalued. And that can go in regards to job situations where a person is underemployed, like employed in something that they're overqualified for. So they're basically working in a situation that is truly under their true potential and their true worth. I can say that sometimes, you know, I feel like that, you know, but I think that we all feel that way sometimes. But knowing your value really is about knowing, I guess, your purpose, how you yourself will make a difference in this world. And I know that sometimes it's not easy to determine where you will make that difference. And some people do it in small ways, other people do it in large ways. Like, I think that me being the caregiver for my son as an adult is a small thing that I can do for him. And I hope that in doing that I am, showing value in his life and also in my life as well. And I'm making a difference, for him. But the daily thoughts, the reason that I started these, you guys, is really because there is so much toxicity going on in various areas on the platform. And I just thought that giving positive, thought-provoking thoughts in little bite-sized nuggets on a daily basis would be something that is needed in the space. I know I'm not the only one that's doing that. I mean, there are channels that are built around just that. But for me, I just think that for my audience and for whoever decides to support my channel, that's something that I can do. Hey, Terry, I see you posting videos, sir. You are building up your channel. I am proud of you. Dude. I'm glad you're doing that. My daily thoughts that I'm putting out is really a way for me to stay engaged with my audience on a daily basis, to be engaged with other content creators on a daily basis, just giving out my daily thoughts. I'm a nerdy girl. And as far as content creators on the platform, I know that I am on the older side of the spectrum. And I just think that sometimes, you can offer words of wisdom and words of encouragement just by giving, thoughts and commentary. And I hope that that's going to work. I've only done it a few days, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how I'm feeling about it in about a month, But I will say that I'm going to have to better schedule myself as far as everything else that I'm doing, because with doing the daily, the videos, I try to do the majority of, my stuff the night before, like figure out what it is that I want to talk about tomorrow, and then kind of sort of set my video up and leave just doing the voiceover for the next day. But it always ends up with me having to do it late in the day. So I'm going to have to figure out a better way, because I don't want my daily thoughts, to necessarily always be at the end of the day, and then people don't see them until the next day, because I'm in the Pacific time zone. But yeah, I know you have time now, Terry, which is a good thing. It's a great thing. But I definitely have to get my ish together so that I can just get everything running smooth. I have finally on my laptop cleared out all of this, a bunch of crap that was on there. You just a bunch of stuff that was open that stayed open forever, and was always open every time I opened it up. Well, I've closed a bunch of that stuff. And so now on my laptop right now, there's only one tab open, but by tomorrow there'll be like a couple of tabs open because I've got to do some studying of the algorithm for my channel and just figure out some things of when it's best, number one, to post my material, and then also to figure out if maybe I should do not necessarily more lives, but either longer lives, and maybe make one of those lives on the weekend during the day so that I get a lot more engagement at the time that I'm actually live. And then also I'm thinking that maybe I can schedule my lives for earlier, at least on some of the days that I'm doing them, especially since we've gone back to doing just about everything virtually here where I am. Let me see what you're saying here. Thank you, Terry. I'm trying to, diversify and really make my channel different in what I'm putting up. Not, I know there's channels that are out here that, their main goal is, to do stuff that's going to get a whole bunch of butts in the seat because they're acting a dang fool. But I'm here to tell you that's going to be short-lived for all y'all who are on that train. And the reason why is that YouTube is making some changes, and it's starting to enforce their community guidelines. And they're going to make it a lot harder for channels that do that kind of stuff to get monetized, much less remain on the platform. So if you don't have real content, you might want to start thinking about coming up with some. And not make your content about other content creators. Surely, you have talent enough to be able to articulate about something else other than people on a platform that you don't even know. I hope y'all do, because I'm telling y'all, it's coming. It's coming. And it's really coming really soon, especially if you are thinking about getting monetized or if you already are monetized. Just a thought, because it's not going to be productive. You've got to have ad-friendly content. Even if you're not monetized, by the way, because y'all know that they are starting to stick ads on channels that aren't monetized. And in that situation, they're only going to do that on, channels that have stuff that is ad friendly. And by the same token, that's really all they want on the platform. Yes, it can be thought-provoking. Yes, it can be, controversial. It just has to be something that advertisers are going to want to stick an ad on. Because after all, they're here to make money, even if you aren't. Hey, Joe. Yeah, they're here to make money, even if you guys aren't. But I'm actually pleased to see that some people are starting to produce content, and talk about things other than other content creators. Because let's be clear, that's kind of old. And also, if you're one of those people who's out here doxing and scamming, allegedly, clean it up. Oh, and stop trying to flag down channels that are revealing your foolery. Stop doing that. Make this part of YouTube better. Because I know y'all can. Now, I float throughout YouTube. Actually, today, I went over into the gardening portion of YouTube and was making some new friends over there because I'm going to be posting actually more of things, with gardening because, I want to show people some of the gardening therapy that I'm doing with my son. So I wanted to get some friends over in that community. Plus, I can't be shy and sit here in my corner and expect people to come to me. I got to go out there and make people know who I am. I've also been over in the crafting, arts and crafts community, hanging out, looking at replays, jumping into live streams, just seeing what people are doing over there because I have really been neglecting my painting. I've been busy doing other stuff, like handyman stuff around the house for things that I know how to do. But I really need to get back into that, and I really need to use this freaking vlogging camera that I have to showcase some of that so that I can upload that stuff as well. So I'm just trying to plan out everything so that I can start getting my channel running like a smooth machine. Even if that means that like 1 day a week or 2 days a week, I do all of the videos and editing for my daily uploads and upload them all and just schedule them for each day, which is really what I should be doing, y'all. I really, really should. Basically decide what I'm going to do each day, start doing my research, but we're getting there. We're getting there. At least I'm getting it done the night before, but not all of it. Because I really need to be like in a calm state when I do the voiceover part of it, you guys. And I try to pick a time where it's quiet, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you can hear my son somewhere singing in the background on my daily thoughts. So yeah, that's being a challenge. So I think that if I start to do them, a couple of them at a time, that will be more efficient for me. That will be more efficient. They really, really do have some of the best people. Let me just tell you, I mean, the channels that helped me get my first 1K were like arts and crafts channels, gardening channels, gaming channels. And then, of course, back when they had the channels that did the, networking, them too. And also the Filipino channels and the African channels. Yeah. It was mainly folks outside of the United States, let me just say, or outside of the quote unquote Black sector. Because over here everybody's about themselves for the most part. A lot of people are just about themselves. They're about growing themselves, And I'm not even talking about the collaborations and the panels and all that stuff, because we know how these panels have been. Panels, most of them are just shouting matches. That's not something I want to do on my channel. Now, when I do have panels, on the rare occasions that I do have them, it's for a reason. And I have people who actually know how to get up there and have a conversation. I'm actually planning on doing a panel in the not too distant future. But I've got to reach out to the people that I want to be on that panel. But it's going to probably be, it is going to be other content creators that also are autism moms, like myself. So, or autism grandmothers, but yeah. But I got to work that out with the players. I've got to reach out to all of them, and I don't have everyone's contact information, so I'm working on it. But that's something that I'm planning on doing, and that would definitely be something that I would not do at 9 o'clock West Coast time, any night of the week, because I would want to get a much larger audience for something like that, with a group of, ladies like myself who happen to be autism moms and more. So I'm going to work on that, and soon as I contact everybody, I'm going to see what everybody's availability is, see what day works best for folks, and see if we can get that on a Saturday. Maybe I would like to do it in the month of September, which is next month. Because, y'all, right now I'm trying to get to 2,000 by the end of September as far as supporters. And then by the end of the year, I'm trying to get to 5K. So I'm working on it, and I'm trying to bring things onto my channel that will bring more people here. And I think one of the things that will help me in that is probably not necessarily going live more, but going live earlier or during the day. And so I think that I may start doing a weekend live, maybe like on Saturday mornings. Thinking about it, you guys. I may put a little poll on my page if I can figure out how to do that. And if I figure out how to do that, I'll put a poll on there to see what people like. And see what you guys are saying, because y'all know I can't see. Oh, really? Yeah. Here's the thing. We all have things that we like to do. And most of us like to do something other than talk about other content creators. That's not why we came on the platform. I came on the platform to talk about autism, especially about how it affects the Black community, um, and also to, you know, show the other things that I do in the arts, and to just be able to do a lot of the things that I like to do as a Renaissance woman. You know, urban gardening, cooking, sewing, knitting, crocheting, painting, all that stuff. You know, I'm really a bohemian type of chick. You know, love and peace. Hey, Red Wings. Red Wings. I saw you. I saw you on the replay over there, misbehaving over in Miss Gigi's chat. You behave yourself when you go over there, but you were okay. You were okay. You know, she allows you to have your own opinion. But I saw you on the replay. I was supposed to be there, because I am one of her moderators, but she kept pushing back the live, and I fell asleep. So by the time I woke up, she was done. So I had to catch the replay. But you know, I'm noticing here. I'm noticing that in this quote unquote, I don't know, blending of the different portions of Black YouTube, I'm noticing that some people want to be part of that, and some people don't really want to be a part of it. And some people are fighting and kicking and screaming. And then there's some people, you know, that are able to kind of maneuver between the different portions. You know, I mean, you got people who are in what is known as the B sector, who thinks that, you know, their channels are all gravy, and, you know, all of us over here on this side are trash, and vice versa. But I think that you have a good combination between the two when you can get through the channels in the quote unquote beef sector that only do beef. Because you have ones that, yeah, they're in there for the gag and the roast, but they also have other content. They talk about other things. So I think that, you know, for those folk, it's not going to be any big deal. It's not a big deal for me because I like who I like, and most of the ones that I like that are in what is called the quote unquote B sector, I like their channels or like the content creator before there was any such thing as B sector. You know, some content creators I like strictly because they are from the part of the country that I am from, meaning they're not from Cali, they're from the DMV. There are other content creators that I like because I like what they're talking about. You know? And then, you know, you have the ones that all they do is talk about other content creators. Well, you know, I'm not really listening to them. Because, you know, I'll catch you when you're talking about something else. That's basically how I am. Hey, sissy. My sissy is in the chat. Red Wings is in the DMV area, sissy. Red Wings is in the DMV area, sissy. How you guys doing? I know it's raining in a lot of the country. Outside of here, it is raining in a lot in the rest of the country. Like I know it's raining in the Midwest, and I know some of y'all in the South are getting some rain. Oh, you like that? See, now that's very interesting. I'm not really, y'all know, me. I'm not really a hockey fan, even though I'm quite happy that my hometown team is decent, the Washington Capitals. But y'all know, I told y'all DC is really a football town, and I grew up with football and basketball. But hockey's cool, and especially because we created ice hockey. You know, we created that. Yeah. Now, we may not have created the other professional sports that are here in this country, but we created that one. Yes. Ice hockey was created by former slaves in Nova Scotia. I think I posted it on my page, on my community tab, like a million years ago. I'll pull it up and post it again. But yeah, Black people created the sport of ice hockey. Yes, sissy, we really created it. We really, yeah. It was in Nova Scotia or Newfoundland. It was somewhere in Canada. It was former slaves. They created it as a sport to do in the winter. So I guess that breaks that myth, that we don't really ice skate, because clearly some of us ice skate. We don't all just roller skate. I started watching it. I started watching it, Terry, like about an hour before I came on, and I have to finish it because I realized I had to go do something. I said, okay, so I put it in my watch later. So when I get off here, I'm gonna finish watching it. But I did watch the part 1, part 2, part 3, colonialism. Yeah, I watched those. Of course you saw it. Yeah. So you went through the Holland Tunnel? Y'all went over, or did you just look at Canada across the water? You guys be nice. That's my sissy in the chat. In real life, that's my sissy. Okay? That is really my sister. I surprised my sissy came to my live stream. She finally subscribed to my channel, but in her defense, she didn't really know. She said she didn't know I had a YouTube channel and that I went live, even though I posted on my Facebook all the time. But you know what? That's okay. I'm glad you're here, sissy. Oh, you looked at it across the water. Well, Red Wings, I learned how to ice skate. ice skate as a child, just like I learned how to roller skate as a child, because they built that ice skating rink in Fort DuPont Park that's right on Eli Place, across, like down the street from the church I grew up in. They built that when I was, you know, still a kid. So, you know, I went to it a couple of times, and I learned how to ice skate. But I'm a much better roller skater than I am an ice skater. I promise you I am. You've been to Vancouver? I haven't been to Vancouver. I did go to Montreal once, business. And then I've been to St. John's, New Brunswick, part of Canada, which I know is that's in the French-speaking part of Canada too. Because my dad did part of his I think he did part of his residency in Canada. I think it was his no, it might have been his internship. No, it was his internship because my sister was a baby. He did his internship, part of his internship, he did it at a hospital in New Brunswick, St. John's, New Brunswick. I don't know which way you say it. Thank you, 1SP. How are you doing, 1SP, north of the border? And how is your spoken word, your poetry doing, sir? For everyone else in the chat, my friend 1SP is a published poet. He has a book of his poetry out there. One SP. 1SP, that's my sister too. My real sissy. That's my real sister. Blood sister. I know. Let me see if I can give her a wrench. Let me see. I did. Okay, sissy, I made you a moderator. And that's so that my Nightbot will not come into the no one can block you, nobody can time you out. I know you have no idea what that means, but this is an autism channel and I get trolled a lot by people saying stupid stuff in my live streams. Welcome to the Mod Squad, sissy, in the purple paisley den. But yeah, 1SP, that's my younger sister. I have my music on. Let's see, what time is it? I don't know where your nephew went, sissy. I think he went upstairs. Oh, tell him I said hi. Tell him I said hi. Tell him to come on to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 2K here by the end of September. Oh, David heard me say his name. Guess who's in mommy's chat? Guess who's in the live stream? Guess who's in mommy's live stream tonight? Auntie's in the live stream. See her? See? You see her face? You see? Yeah, that's her in the live stream. Say hi, Auntie. I'm not going on camera yet, but I am in a minute, okay? I know he calls. Hey, information man. How are you, sir? How are you tonight? But as I said earlier, yeah, you guys, I'm definitely going to have to pick a day, probably Saturday, and do a live on during the day on that day. You know, and maybe I won't do it like every Saturday. Maybe I'll do it like every other Saturday or one Saturday a month, do a live during the day. You know, see how that works. I'm gonna try it out because I know when I come on during the day, I get a lot more people, but it's hard for me to do it during the week, especially because if I come on during the day during the week when I'm at work, I don't have as many people in my chat that can deal with the day trolls. That's why I'm thinking that if I'm going to do a daytime one, it's going to be on a weekend. It's going to be on a weekend. Oh, wow. Your girl came down from Boston? Cool. That is great. Now, I wanted to talk about this before I get off of here. Just talk about how, once again, we have more businesses that are making mandatory voting, or you have to do a voting test weekly. The latest perpetrators of this, you know, forcing people to vote is none other than the California public schools. This is what they're now telling all of their employees. And I believe that LAUSD has given employees until the 7th of September to make a decision as to whether they're going to vote or if they're going to have to take a voting test every week. Now, for my people who were not here before, we use vote for that other V word because the platform does not like us using that word. So we're going to use the word vote. But once again, people are being forced to make a decision that could potentially affect their voting rights going forward. They have some people who allegedly may not be able to make little voters. Some women. And yet and still, you have people who are running out to do an extra vote. You know, the booster vote. But the last time I checked, the only ones who they're recommending to do the booster vote are those who may have, you know, weaker voting systems. I know y'all understand what I'm saying. But it's going to be really interesting. It's very interesting to me that this particular vote is the one that they want to make everybody do. And we've had all these other votes. Didn't force anybody to do those. Why suddenly is it becoming a political issue about voting? I'm just saying. Why is it? Let's see what you guys are saying. Let me get you. Oh, okay, 1FP. I will I'll send it to you. I'll DM it to you. I'll DM it to you on Instagram. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll send it to you on Instagram. I do have a PO box. I need to put my PO box on my page. I don't know what's wrong with me. I thought I had, but I obviously I haven't. I keep saying I'm going to do it. I keep saying I'm going to do it. Nope, it sure isn't on my page. I'll put it on there, but I'll send it to you in the, on Instagram when it's free. Okay, give me 1 second, you guys, because I am actually going to come on camera, and y'all know David's going to come back over here. Let me find my mouse. All right, there's the mouse. Hey, everybody. Y'all see, I have gotten a new mic stand, by the way. New mic stand. So now that my the popping screen is right there. Come on, say, wave at everybody. Hey. Okay. That's our thing. Sissy, you know that's our thing. He's my son. For those of y'all who see me do that with him every day, that's been me and his thing since he was 1. And it's been our thing since before he was ever diagnosed with autism. Anyway, you guys, thank you guys for being here. Just looking to see you. Yeah. Auntie said, hey. Auntie said, hey, nephew. He just repeated it. My parrot over here. But yes, I finally went and got a new mic stand because the other mic stand, here it is right here. Okay. This one just was not friendly for a pop screen. It would just tip over. Y'all saw it was just pathetic. So, you know, I decided, let me take just a little snippet of money and go get another freaking mic stand. So now we have a new mic stand here. So I'm happy with that. Now, let me see. What are we going to be doing? Okay, so I'll be back on live on Friday. I'll be back Friday live. And tomorrow I will be dropping my daily thoughts again. If you have not caught the daily thoughts for today on knowing your value, please take a look at it and take a look at the ones before. They're all like anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes long. And I've only been doing them for a couple of days. So you can catch up. Anyway, you guys, about to get out of here. Let me take a swig of my sweet tea. About to get out of here. I'm so glad that my sissy came through. I modded her up. But I will see the rest of you guys. And maybe Sissy, come on back. I love it when you're in my chat. See you guys on Friday. But until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll see you guys. I know my hair is looking crazy. We'll see what we can do with it. I got to take these braids down. I just don't know what I want to do with them, guys. I'm going to braid it again, but I just don't know how. I haven't made up my mind. Get in there, get in there. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Peace.